Shalom, and welcome all to Ask Uncle YAHSHUAH. Today's topic is about the pagan holiday that we call Thanksgiving. Today is the eve of that pagan holiday, Thanksgiving. So, I have a question. This question came from one of the young ox, a teenager. I'm not sure if he wanted me to say his name, so I'll leave him anonymous for now. He said, "Hey, Unc, question. Is it bad if I go to Thanksgiving, quotes unquotes, with my family? Hey, is it bad if I go to Thanksgiving with my family? I personally don't celebrate it. Like, I will go and eat all of the good food I'm allowed to eat." He's saying he's conscious of the food that he's eating. He's not going to eat the swine and all of that. But I don't go to celebrate the holiday. And also, I like seeing my family. But none of them are in Torah, and I almost have to go, quote unquote, in the world, parentheses, in the world, since I'm still under my parents' rules, technically. Okay, great question, young king. So I'm going to address it for the youngsters, the under 20, who still live with their parents. So you're right. You're technically under their rules, and we are called to honor our mother and father. So those youngsters who still living with their parents, who have to go, because that's what, they'd be like, you getting in this car and you going with us. We're going to see our family. Okay, this is the deal. Yes, it's pagan, right? It's really Thanksgiving. They're celebrating the murder of our ancestors. The Pequot natives, which were a black tribe, right? They weren't the Mongoloid natives. That part a lot of people don't know. And the tribes that they were slaughtering, that they celebrate this Thanksgiving, that's what I call it, Thanksgiving, is the I don't know if they're going to mark, I don't know if they're going to, mess with my video for that saying, I don't know, but whatever. Those tribes were dark-skinned, and they were the Mongoloid natives, what they call Indians. They were the original native. Those are actually the house of YAHSHUAH. Okay, those are part of the lost sheep of YAHSHUAH who traveled, migrated to this wilderness of North America, years and years and years ago, like thousands of years ago. So we are not to celebrate that pagan heli day, right? So what you do for my youngsters, and then I'll address the adults. What you do is you have to honor your parents. You go, right? You meet your family. You enjoy. You don't partake in, of course, the unclean foods. As they are, what you do is you keep yourself covered and anointed. You keep it in the forefront of your mind. On the ride down, you're like, I rebuke everything that has something to do with this. I'm not giving thanks for the killing of these people, because those natives that were slaughtered were melanated. They were actually Hebrews. They're actually from the lost tribes. So that's why the that 12 tribe chart thing is false, but a lot of stuff that's false also has some truth mixed in. So, so a perfect example, they say the Puerto Ricans are part of the 12 tribes. That's not true, but it is. Because if you go to Loíza, then you're going to see melanated black, so-called black Puerto Ricans that are at the bottom of society that look just like us. Those are the children of Israel. So Puerto Ricans are, but that chart is false because they're showing you that the Spaniard, the conquistador, the slave masters who raped those, they are not. Those are Gentiles, okay? In every land that you go to, the children of Israel are there, and they're melanated, and they're at the bottom of the societal rung. And those people don't like them, just like in Puerto Rico. They do not like the what they call the black Puerto Ricans, and they're at the bottom of society. And all those white-skinned Puerto Ricans' parents tell them, don't come home with this, So we keep it real at Mashiach's assembly. Okay, now, so young king, And for all those, Hebrews and Gentile alike and companions alike, those that are under the influence of the parents, you go and you pray against, you know you're not in covenant with it. Now, when they sit down and they start saying a prayer, when you all sit down to eat at that table and your family say that prayer, what you do is in your head, I do this all the time, you rebuke all that in the name of YAHSHUAH as they're saying all these wicked prayers to Thanksgiving for this food and all that. They don't know they serving these demons, but they are. You are rebuking everything that come out of their mouth in your head. Now, remember, young king, you do not let the right hand know what the left hand is. You don't go there and trying to preach, this is pagan and this is... No, you don't do that. You sit there as a light in the middle of the darkness and you give forth your light. Meaning in your ruach will be just emanating from you. So in your prayers, in your head, it's going to be dispelling all of those pagan words that are coming out of their mouth. Those pagan prayers that are coming in ignorance, right? My people are destroyed by lack of knowledge, right? Or in their ignorance, your prayer that you praying against it will cover you. And as they saying it, I usually keep praying it while they're praying. I usually, like, you know how some people are like, la, 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 so they don't hear what somebody's saying. I usually do that with prayer. I'll be like, I pray against you, and then I rebuke in the name of YAHSHUAH. If I run out of prayer words, I just be like, I rebuke all that in the name of YAHSHUAH. They keep on, I rebuke that in the name of YAHSHUAH. I rebuke that in the name of YAHSHUAH. I rebuke it, rebuke it, rebuke it, rebuke it, rebuke it, rebuke it. Like, I don't even let it go into my ears. I don't receive none of it. And their prayers don't be that long. So once they complete, then I usually will say, while they complete and then they start passing around the food, I'll usually, let's say, well, this is what I usually do. I ain't saying, because I ain't been at nobody's Thanksgiving table. Tomorrow is going to be the first day I'm going to see a family. And it's only because, I'll explain that in a minute for the other people. So I ain't been amongst nobody, but it'd be other scenarios where I have to do this, where people be saying prayer, or like a person be in front of me and they be speaking in a tongue out loud. And I know what the scriptures say. I don't know what. I rebuke all that in the name of YAHSHUAH. I cover my, I don't know what you can't interpret the tongue. See, I follow what the word says. I don't follow what men say. So I don't be receiving none of that. You speak some tongue around me in public, I'm like, oh, I don't believe, I rebuke that in the name of YAHSHUAH. I don't know what it's saying. I don't know what it's saying. So I don't have to ingest none of it. Okay. So what you should do, young king, is once you get that food in front of you, like they gather all the food, you know how you say you should say, nobody will know you're doing it. When you get that food in front of you, you can do it as you starting to put stuff in your mouth. Be like, Father, Yah, I rebuke all of this holy day. We rebuke Hasatan making this day for the slaughter of your children. I am not in covenant with it. I am just here to, partake and see my family. But Yah, may you heal, I repent for what has been done to your children on this day, and we rebuke it. I am celebrating. Oh, that's good. I am celebrating the children who were slaughtered, that stood up for themselves and were slaughtered. I am not celebrating the slaughterer. I am celebrating the slain, the martyrs. You see, I am not here to celebrate this demonic pagan, and I rebuke it all in the name of YAHSHUAH. Hasatan, you're a liar. So to my brothers and sisters who were slain during those times for this day of thanksgiving, may the Most High cover you. May you be in of Yah's bosom. May you be in Abraham's bosom. May you, whatever prayer comes to your head, for the slain brothers and sisters and children that they slain in this demonic day, in the name of this demonic day that they celebrating the massacre. So, for all the children, that's how you deal with it. And then you finish your prayer, you eat your food, and you enjoy the time with your family. Something goes left anyway. So it's usually something, but watch football, whatever it is people usually do. And that's it. And then your parents, they'll be okay. They're glad you came. You don't got to berate them. You don't got to let them know that you prayed again. You don't have to say nothing, guys. You do not have to say nothing. You can silently emanate your light in the darkness by saying your prayer without even having to speak a word out of your mouth. Be the light in the darkness. Hopefully that helps some. Far as the adults, so like me, so tomorrow I've been invited, and the only reason why is because my brother lives 2.5 hours away. I haven't been able to see him, right? Because I work 7 days, and I don't have 2.5 hours to drive and then I couldn't take off. He's hurting because of it. He's my younger brother. He really loves me and he really misses me. And even for years and years, he's been trying to get me over there. Finally, this time he reached out and he was like, I know you don't celebrate it. I know you don't eat nothing, but would you mind coming to see the family? You know what I mean? On that day, I know you don't. And I was like, but what happened was, because of my surgery, I can't work. And so like now, and I was hoping that by the time this day come tomorrow, I'll be healed enough that I can ride in a car for 2 hours. And I am now. And so my sister was like, I want to go. And she's going to go see them. And she's like, I would really like for you to come. I said, I'll be willing to go if you drive. You know what I mean? She said, yeah. So I'm going to go. I'm not going, doggone well, I ain't going for no Thanksgiving. I'm going to go see my brother and them. So what I am going to do, because it's not a parent-child relationship, when they do the food and I'll allow them to say their prayer, which will probably be his wife, I'm going to say, I want to say a prayer. And I'm going to stand up and I'm going to pray for our fallen ancestors who were slaughtered on this day. And I have strong native. I'll bring down the testimony. You'll see my grandmother, straight native, not mongoloid, but her hair is long and wavy and all that stuff. You know what I mean? She has some melanin in her. You could tell she's not a mongoloid, but you can also tell she's that Native American type of. It's a little bit different because the tribes look a little different. Remember, all the tribes look a little different. Okay. So, because they've been dispersed to different lands and stuff like that. So, Judah look like us. We Judah. So anyway, for the most part, across the four corners. But, yeah, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say a righteous prayer. Okay. I'm going in because his children are going to be there. He has 5 daughters. And I'm going to let them know what this day is. If nobody else told them, if they ain't seen it on YouTube or nothing, you will know. You'll learn today. Because YAHSHUAH about to be in the building. So that's me, because it's not a parent thing. I'm not under my parents, and it's not a bunch of other families where I might, we going to someone else's house. You see what I mean? And I'm going to stand up in someone else's house who celebrates that. See, I'm not going to do that. This is my brother's house. This is my little brother, and it'll be just us and my other brothers coming, because I have 7 brothers. So I have 2 of them that just end up here, but they're far away. And so my other brothers coming. They're both younger than me, because I'm the second to the oldest brother. So I got everybody else is under me beside 1 older. So I got 6 younger brothers. No, 5 younger brothers. So my other brother's coming. So yeah, that's what Uncle's gonna do. So for the other adults who are in my situation, and you happen to, because some people are just awakening, you know what I mean? And they want to go see family. That's what you do. You do what I told the young king, right? If you want to go, you want to see your family, you just rebuke it all the way through. You're not there to celebrate no Thanksgiving. You ain't supposed to eat your clean foods, your dietary law, and just pray the righteous prayer. Rebuke all those prayers they say, and you're there just to see family, and that's it. Right? Now, for those, and I know some people are going to try to find something wrong with that. Whatever, dudes. I really don't care. I'm just speak what the Father tells me to speak. For those who have ears to hear. For those who receive from it, you're welcome. For those who don't do whatever. Try to find something wrong. You can find something wrong with everything. It's just, we ain't got time. This is the end time. That's why I'm doing a lot of spiritual warfare lessons, because that's what we're under. Almost all of us under strong demonic attacks, all differently. Okay, so for those who have your own household and you're not going to a family just to see family, stuff like that, you are not to be celebrating no Thanksgiving in your house at all. You are not to be trying to rename it. Okay. You are not to be cooking no big dinner on this pagan holiday, right? And trying to rename it for things like they try to do Halloween and try to call it trunk or treat. I rebuke that in the name of YAHSHUAH. That is a demon day. You could try to rename it all you want. I don't know who you fooling. You can't fool the spiritual realm with that crap. Them demons ain't fooled by that. That's that Christianity thing teaching you that. You cannot, guys, in your home, cook this big dinner and have your family say, no, we're not celebrating Thanksgiving. We're calling this day thanks for Yah. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. This is a pagan, helly day. We got our holy days that just passed that you could have celebrated. You understand? We got, because every helly day, we have a holy day that's at around the same time frame. That's why he's just an imitator. He's just a liar, a thief. He's a copycatter. Okay? So you should not at all, 100% be doing it. Okay? And should I address? I'm really tired. And hers is a big one. People will find too much confusion with it. So I'm going to have to answer her email personally by herself. So I hope this brought some type of edification to those facing this day tomorrow. And, if anybody can add something to it in the comments to help others, I would really appreciate it, because other people have other wisdom that they can add in how they handle it or something, what they would do, just add into the comments, help each other. That's what Ask Uncle YAHSHUAH series is. It's for us to help one another, and for all of those who have already sent me emails with your questions, I will get to them. Some are more elaborate than others. So some of them going to require me, to pull up scriptures and to pull up, because some of them are really deep. I know about y'all had one that was really profound and deep, and that's going to take so I can't just do a quick one. This was a quick one because I woke up and the young Ock just sent this, and I'm like, Thanksgiving is hours away. So I'm like, yeah, I need to get this out today. So for those who are facing it tomorrow, they'll know how to deal with it. So for all others who already sent the emails, I'll be addressing them. Either I'll be addressing it on the Bible study in front of YAHSHUAH's assembly, and then I'll cut out the clip of it and make a separate video, or I'll address it in a video like this by itself. And some of y'all are more elaborate than others. So, so YAHSHUAH, I'm going to answer yours. Batya, I'm going to answer yours. I'm going to answer everyone who wrote theirs. And some of them are just going to take more time than others because it's really some really profound questions, deep. So praise Yah. Send all your questions to Uncle YAHSHUAH Truth TV at yahoo.com. You can also, for those that joins our fellowship / Bible studies, you can ask your questions on there as well. I would love for you to ask your questions there so I can just address it right there. I don't have to make a separate video in front of, the assembly, and then I can cut that out and put it out as a separate Ask Uncle YAHSHUAH video. So praise Yah, and Yah, thank you for allowing me giving me the understanding to make this Ask Uncle YAHSHUAH series. I know it's very important because a lot of questions need to be answered. So shalom. We have our fellowship / Bible study every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Send an email to Uncle YAHSHUAH Truth TV at yahoo.com, and I'll send you the link to the fellowship / Bible study. Praise Yah, shalom, YAHSHUAH, as well as her companions. Bible study every Tuesday, 8 p.m. We having a Zoom Bible study. I'm going to put, email me for the link. Subscribe to my nephew, Thoughts Camera Action.
I'm a lion of the tribe of Judah. Precious, chosen people of the Most High.
watching our videos, and we will see you in the next video.
And we'll see you in the next video. So like and subscribe.
Our channel.
Yeah.
We are the true Hebrews, the true and real Israelites. We are the true ones that fulfill Bible prophecy and scripture.